You have this thing when you're a foster child, you don't know what you're gonna experience when you first get into a home. So when I first came here, that's how I felt. I didn't know what I was getting into. I didn't know how the person was that I was about to meet. I didn't know anything. So of course I had these automatic conclusions that I jumped to. But while I was here, I learned that I was wrong about all of them.
My name is Bryant, and I title myself a forever dad. For the last 12 years, I've fostered over 50 children in my home. The first young man I fostered, he was on my caseload at ACS. I was doing placement work. I grew to like this young man, and he grew to like me, and we respected each other, and we talked about all kinds of things. So then one day he asked me, would you consider being my dad? And I was like, I don't know. I said, I got to give that some thought, because I was living alone. I was, at the time, recently separated. I didn't know if I wanted to have anyone else in my space. But then, as time went on, and it became more and more difficult to find a placement for him, and I really realized how much I enjoyed his company and liked being with him, I decided that it was the best thing to do.
Living with B has been an amazing experience. When it comes to coming into a house where a man is running the house, you can follow how he leads, his representation of what a man is and how a man is supposed to do things. As long as I've been here, I've been seeing nothing but good examples. So he would do things like, wake us up every morning, make sure we're ready for school or work. He would let us know that this is our house too, that we live here, and hearing that just means a lot.
My whole thing is, food is love, okay? If you feed me, you love me. And I always stress that to kids. If you can feed a kid, half your battle is done. So I always had like a open door policy with food. Like, eat food, just don't waste it, and make sure there's enough for everybody.
I've been in foster care since I was 16. I've been through a lot. I was homeless in foster care. I've dealt with racism in foster care. Your foster care agency doesn't always particularly do their job.
My upbringing was, I lived in the Kool-Aid house. Everybody on the block came and sat on our steps. If somebody had no place to go, my family was always taking them in. And I think that's why, just what this is all about. This is my family, and we do family things. It just makes me feel good to know that I'm a part of whatever successes they have.
He's the closest thing to a father figure in my life. I really appreciate that. I appreciate the support, the love, the careness. He also helped me to relax and to lower my energy down, because I usually have like a mean demeanor and I'm an aggressive person sometimes, but he helped me to look at things different and take a different path. I didn't have a father figure in my life, and that led to me doing a lot of reckless stuff. Before I came here, I was doing a lot of crazy stuff because I didn't know what to do. My mother wasn't really taking care of me. I didn't know my pops. I was doing my own thing. I was doing whatever I wanted to. But when I came here, Mr. B opened another door for me. He showed me that I could show you the right path, the right way, a better path to take.
I just feel like B just is, compared to other foster parents, like an unlimited well of knowledge and direction. So I appreciate that, because the other foster parents don't do that.
Before they was here, we were born to the streets. We had to look to the streets for things, hustling, stuff like that. Now that we have Mr. B, he saved all these people that came into his possession. They don't look to the streets no more. They're doing and taking care of themselves, changing the way they were to a better way. So that's just saving somebody.
He teaches me a lot, like a father is supposed to teach you.
As of now, I've been feeling like I have to do something with my time. Like, I don't just plan on being in my apartment all day, sleeping around all day. As part of that is from being here. I see him wake up my other foster brothers and get them prepared for what they gotta do. So me being here and being saturated in that, it's gonna have an effect on me when I go to my apartment because I have to go and do things and strive for things.
I keep in touch with, I'm gonna honestly say, 80% of the kids. This is never gonna stop. There will always be people who throw away their children. There will always be children with problems that parents can't handle.
To be honest, Mr. B saves lives. I don't think he just takes people and puts them in a better place.